Warden ZYXCall watched through the reinforced observation window as the transport shuttle deposited its cargo into the containment arena below. The Nextry Punishment Facility's most secure sector housed the galaxy's deadliest creatures, apex predators from worlds so hostile that even mentioning their names required security clearance.
Another political prisoner,
his assistant Veltron noted, her crystalline fingers dancing across the holographic interface.
Human female, age 17 standard cycles. Convicted of seditious activities against the Nextry Empire.
The girl, barely more than a child by most galactic standards, stood in the center of the arena, looking remarkably composed for someone who had just been sentenced to death by predation. Her simple prison uniform offered no protection against the horrors that would soon be released.
What was her crime exactly?
ZYXCall asked, though he already knew the answer would be disappointingly mundane. The Nextry had been cracking down on dissent across their territories with increasing brutality.
She organized food distribution for refugees on Colony World Kappa 7,
Beltra replied.
Apparently, feeding displaced persons constitutes undermining imperial authority.
Maya-chan brushed a strand of dark hair from her face as she surveyed her surroundings with calm calculation. The arena was designed to be inescapable. A circular pit with smooth walls 30 meters high, dotted with caves and blind spots, where the facility's collection of nightmares waited.
Release the Shadow Maw,
ZYXCall commanded. The first creature emerged from the eastern tunnel, a writhing mass of tentacles and razor-sharp teeth that had evolved in the perpetual darkness of Vega Prime's moon. It moved with liquid grace, each tentacle capable of crushing starship hull plating. Maya didn't run. Instead, she stood perfectly still, watching as the Shadow Maw approached with predatory confidence.
Curious behavior,
Beltra observed.
Most species exhibit immediate flight response when confronted with a Shadow Maw.
The creature struck with lightning speed, tentacles lashing toward the small human figure. Maya moved at the last possible second, not away from the attack, but directly into it. Her hands found specific pressure points along the creature's neural clusters, locations that shouldn't have been visible to someone without advanced xenobiology training. The Shadow Maw convulsed once, then settled into docility, its tentacles curling around Maya in what almost looked like affection.
Impossible,
ZYXCall breathed.
The neural cluster locations are classified Imperial Military Intelligence.
Maya stroked one of the tentacles gently, then looked up at the observation window with a slight smile.
You might want to release the others,
she called out.
This little guy seems lonely.
Against all protocols and common sense, ZYXCall found himself complying. The Vortex Stalker emerged next, a crystalline horror from the gas giant's Proxima that could phase through solid matter. It approached Maya with curiosity rather than aggression. Within an hour, the arena that had been designed as an execution chamber had become something entirely different. Maya sat cross-legged in the center, surrounded by a dozen of the galaxy's most feared predators, all of them docile under her apparent command.
How is this possible?
Veltra whispered. Maya's voice carried clearly through the arena's acoustics.
You know what your problem is. You assume these creatures are monsters because they come from dangerous worlds. But I come from a dangerous world too.
She stood up, and the predators arranged themselves around her in what could only be described as a protective formation.
On Earth, we learned to coexist with apex predators.
We learned to read their body language, understand their needs, respect their power while establishing our own authority. These creatures aren't evil. They're just products of their environment. Like me.
The Shadow Maw's tentacles formed a makeshift throne as Maya settled back down.
The difference is, while you've been using them as instruments of fear and death, I see them as what they really are, survivors just like me.
Over the following weeks, word spread throughout the facility that Sector 7 was no longer under Imperial control. Maya had transformed the deadliest containment unit into something resembling a sanctuary, with herself as the undisputed leader of creatures that had once terrorized entire star systems.
Status report.
Demanded Imperial Commander RYXEA during his inspection visit. Warden ZYXCall cleared his throat nervously.
The prisoner has established a stable ecosystem in Sector 7. All creatures are healthy and contained, though not in the manner we originally intended.
And the human?
She's requested access to the facility's xenobiology library. Claims she wants to better understand her subjects' dietary and environmental needs.
Commander RYXEA stared through the observation window at the impossible scene below. A human teenager holding court among the galaxy's most dangerous creatures, all of them hanging on her every gesture.
Sir,
ZYXCall added quietly,
she's also been teaching them tricks.
As if summoned by his words, the Vortex Stalker phased through the arena floor and reformed in perfect formation with 3 other predators, executing what appeared to be a synchronized hunting display that was equal parts terrifying and beautiful. Maya applauded appreciatively, then looked up at the observation deck and waved.
Perhaps,
Commander RYXEA said slowly,
we should reconsider our definition of punishment.